Alright, so in this video, we will be starting the past paper of International A-Level Math, Edexcel International A-Level Math, Mechanics Paper 1, and this is the paper from January 2025. Let's get straight into it. So, very first question, this is a question of forces with a bit of vectors. Let's see what it says. A particle of mass 2.5 kg moves on a smooth horizontal plane, alright. Under the action of three horizontal forces, find the magnitude of the acceleration of the particle. Okay, you can see that we're given the forces in vector form and we're supposed to find out the magnitude of the acceleration of the particle. Okay, so these are the three forces that are altogether acting on the particle of mass 2.5 kg. So that means what we need to do is we need to find out the total force that's acting on the object first. So total can be found by simply adding the three forces, that is F1 plus F2 plus F3. So when we're adding, it's like adding vectors. We'll add the i's together, the j's together, and the, so i's and j's together. So 6i plus 8j plus 6 minus 16i plus 2j plus minus 2i plus 8j. So this will give us the total force that's acting on the particle. So the total will be equal to 6 minus 16, that's minus 10, minus 10 minus 2, so that's minus 12i, plus 8 plus 2, that's 10, and 10 plus 8, that's equal to 18. So that's it. This is the total force that's acting. Obviously not the end of the question. Notice that the question is asking us for the magnitude of the acceleration. Emphasis on the word magnitude. So what is force equal to? Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Why is this formula important? Because we have the force, we have the mass. With the help of this, we can find out what the acceleration is. So the force is minus 12i plus 18j. The mass is 2.5. As far as the acceleration is concerned, we don't have that. So acceleration will be equal to minus 12i plus 18j divided by 2.5. Now you should use your calculator here. Okay, don't do this mentally. Minus 12 divided by 2.5, that's minus 4.8 I. 18 divided by 2.5, that's equal to 7.2 j. Now you might think that this is the answer. Well, we do have acceleration, but the thing is the question is not asking for the acceleration, the question is asking for the magnitude. So how do you find out the magnitude? If you have something in ij form, very simple. You basically do the square, you take the square root of the I component squared plus the j component squared. So let's work this out. This will give us the magnitude. Let's see what is that equal to. Use your calculator here obviously. So square root of 4.8 squared plus 7.2 squared, that's equal to 8.65. So we have the answer, that's 8.65 meter per second square, since that is the unit that we use for acceleration. Okay, so that's the end of part A. Now let's have a look at part B. Part B says, now I should mention over here that there was an error. Okay, officially there was an error in this question. It was mentioned at the very beginning of the question paper. And let's have a look at what the question says. So it says a fourth force, so and so, where P is a constant, is added. Notice that the I and J components, they're both unknowns. The resultant of the four forces acts in the direction of, parallel to. Okay, so this was the error. The question actually said in the direction of the vector, but it's supposed to say parallel to. Okay, and what we have to do is we have to find out the value of P. Okay, so now once again what we have to do is we have to find out the total. So let's do part B here. Now the good thing is we already know the total of these three forces combined. Okay, we've already worked that out. Now if I want the new total, that would be equal to minus 12i plus 18j, since that was the total of the three forces that was given to us, plus pi plus pj. Okay, now we can't really add them up, we can just rearrange them. So we have minus 12 plus p, this is the I component, and we have 18 plus p, this is the j component. Now bear in mind that the question said that this force is parallel to 7i plus 2j. Let's just double check. Yeah, 7i plus 2j. Okay, now if two forces are parallel, or if two vectors are parallel, so what do we say about their components? We know that the ratio of the I components is the same as the ratio of the j components. So that means minus 12 plus p, which is the I component of the first vector, divided by the I component of the second vector, which is 7, is going to be in the same ratio as the j components. So 18 plus p, upon 2. And remember, why are we doing this? We're doing this because the question says that they are parallel. Now what we have to do is we have to cross multiply. So we have minus 24 plus 2p is equals to 18 times 7. Let's work that out. So 18 times 7, that's equal to 126 plus 7p. Now let's get all the p's together and everything else on the other side. So we have minus 9p, because minus 7 minus 2 is minus 9p, is equals to minus 24 minus 126, that's equal to minus 150. Okay, now let's wait a minute, I think I've done something wrong. Minus 24 plus 2p is equals to 18 times 7, that's 126 plus 7p. Okay, I just realized that this is supposed to be 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5p. Yeah, now everything's correct. Now p is equals to minus 150 divided by 5, which is equal to minus 30. So a word of advice, check as you go along. So, if you've made an error like I did, you can identify it there and then only. So there you go. That's the value of p. This is what the question wanted. And that's it. That's the end of question number 1.